Chee Soon Juan, Secretary-General of the Singapore Democratic Party, has strongly criticized the Electoral Boundaries Review Committee report released on 11 March, particularly the decision to absorb Bukit Batok SMC into Jurong GRC. He accused the ruling People's Action Party of political gerrymandering, arguing that such boundary changes were strategically designed to weaken the opposition's electoral chances. EBRC revealed that Jurong GRC has expanded by incorporating areas from Hong Kong North, Bukit Batok, and Jurong SMCs, leading to the formation of a new Jurong East Bukit Batok GRC. Following the EBRC's announcement, Chee vowed to rethink his strategy and assured his supporters that he would unveil his plans for the upcoming election in the coming days. In a Facebook post on 12 March, Chee alleged that the PAP had a history of redrawing electoral boundaries whenever an opposition party gained significant ground in a constituency. He recalled that SDP had nearly won Bukit Batok in the 1991 general election, when its candidate, Kwan Yu Keng, polled 48%, losing by just 858 votes. Soon after, the government merged Bukit Batok into Bukit Team GRC, removing it as a single-member constituency. Chee claimed this move was a deliberate attempt to prevent the opposition from consolidating its gains. He further noted that after more than 2 decades, when the PAP likely felt the constituency was secure again, Bukit Batok was reinstated as an SMC in 2015. Chee contested there in the 2016 by-election and again in the 2020 general election, where he made significant progress, securing 45% of the vote. Earlier on 20th February, SDP announced that Chee will contest in Bukit Batok SMC in upcoming GE, which must be held by 23 November this year. Chee lost to PAP's Murali Pillai in GE 2020, securing 45.2% of the vote. However, instead of allowing for a fair contest, Chee argued that the PAP had once again redrawn the boundaries, this time absorbing Bukit Batok into the much larger Jurong GRC. Chee framed these boundary changes as evidence that the PAP prioritizes political dominance over genuine electoral competition. He contrasted his own approach, learning from past defeats, improving strategies, and engaging with voters, with what he described as the PAP's reliance on manipulating the system, rather than winning public trust through better policies. Expressing disappointment, he said that years of grassroots work in Bukit Batok would now be diluted as the constituency is absorbed into a GRC 5 times its size. I fought for the residents at BB, pushed for improvements to their walkways, highlighted safety concerns, built a community, visited them at home, and helped whenever and wherever I could. Through sheer hard work, we won the trust of residents, Chee wrote. Now, with the stroke of a pen, I find years of effort diluted as the area is absorbed into Jurong GRC, which is multiplied 5 times, he added. Despite the setback, Chee reassured his supporters that he remains committed to his political mission. "If you know me, you know that I never say die," he declared, vowing to continue his fight for a more democratic Singapore. He urged Singaporeans not to be discouraged, but to take action instead. He called for volunteers to join SDP as changemakers, and encouraged supporters to attend a fundraising dinner at his restaurant, Orange and Teal, from 1st to 9th April. "The easiest way for bad things to happen is for good people to do nothing," he stated. Chee promised to announce his next steps soon, signaling that he is actively rethinking his strategy in light of the new political landscape. Earlier, SDP has expressed disappointment over the disappearance of Jurong SMC and Bukit Batok SMC in the EBRC report, calling it a lack of transparency in the redrawing process. SDP questioned the timing of these changes, particularly given its recently successful fundraising efforts for Bukit Batok SMC, where it contested in the 2020 general election. The party also reaffirmed its commitment to contesting GE 2025, despite what it sees as unfair obstacles in the electoral process. With GE 2025 expected to be called within months, SDP will need to reassess its electoral strategy following the removal of its previously contested SMCs. The party has traditionally focused on Holland Bukit, Team GRC, and Marsiling UTGRC, but it remains to be seen if it will adjust its targets in response to the new boundaries. As opposition parties navigate the new electoral map, the potential for three-cornered fights remains a key issue, particularly as multiple parties express interest in overlapping constituencies.